You're listening to Into the Twilight, an independent, listener-supported show. Subscribe at patreon.com/intothetwilight for monthly bonus episodes, weekly shoutouts, a Patreon-only book club, and more. Thanks for support, and now, on with the show.
Now tuning in to Earbud Media, audio for everyone.
Welcome to Into the Twilight. We're here. I'm joined today by my producer who is snoring in the studio, even though she's supposed to be working.
Yeah.
She's monitoring the airwaves today. It is cancer season. Cody, I've passed the baton over to you.
And I feel it. It's all around me. The energy transfer is happening.
Yeah, you're welcome. How are you doing?
I'm here. I am bringing a wacky wild thing to the space, as I'm sure you've gathered from this.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep an open mind.
Yeah, and listen, you gotta just trust the process here. Because we'll land the plane. I believe it. I am bringing a little short film to the space that I randomly came across the other day. Just noodling around, seeing what's going on. And this obviously caught my eye because it's called The Piss Saga, an investigative documentary.
Okay.
And naturally I was like, what the fuck does that mean? What is this? And what it is this guy, Derek Milton, noticed in a random highway in Pasadena, California, there was an electrical box in which someone was just putting bottles of piss on top of it and labeling them as such. And then it was moving and grooving. And he's like, what's going on here? Why is this an area in which this is happening? And also, why is it labeled? Why is this? What's going on? Labeled? Right. It had tags on it that said urine, in all caps. And he was like, what's... And then they would move. So they would be placed there and they would be removed. And it was just he kept seeing it and was like, what is happening? And so this guy becomes so invested in this just stack of bottles of piss on the side of the road, and is like, I gotta figure out what's going on here. Okay. And so he goes down a rabbit hole of buying trail cams and setting them up to see if he can catch someone in the act, and being like, is this performance art? Is this some guy with I don't know, a weird piss thing? What's happening here? And trying to communicate with this person, trying to figure out who they are, trying to see it happen in the action. And it's I was truly gripped the entire time, because the twists and turns of what happens here is just mind-boggling. At one point, one of the cameras gets stolen. At one point, there's you can see half of the guy, but it's, it's unclear what the motive is. You see them putting the label on. They also go and test the piss to be is this regular? Human? Is this actually piss? And it is, and it's actually healthy and great. And he's like, what? That's even more confusing. What is this? What is this guy's deal? What is happening here? And it's you can see him have 3 different monitors set up, looking at these feeds from the cams, and get so wrapped up in it of what does this mean? And also, does it matter what it means, or does it mean anything? It's just a wild goose chase, and also a weird moral quandary, and also just curiosity over something very innocuous and probably fine, but the pursuit of an answer colors whatever it is, and that becomes more than what any answer would be, I guess. But it's nuts. It's nuts.
Interesting. The labeling is wild.
For sure. For sure.
I mean, I understand the confusion because there's way too many steps there. I don't understand why you would not just pee if there's tree cover, right?
For sure. No, exactly. Because then it's you can just pee, but now you're doing extra steps.
You're getting a bottle.
You're getting a bottle. You're writing on
You're writing on it.
you're pissing into it. At one point, there's like a gallon jug of it. It's crazy. It's like he ups the stakes. Like they are both kind of like cat and mousing each other at some points because they know each other's existence, but like are not communicating in that way. At one point, he has one of the cameras he used does have like a microphone on it, so he's trying to talk to him. He's like obviously freaked out because he's like, who is talking to me at like the middle of the night? While I'm dropping off my piss bottles. And it's crazy. And at some points, even like the city intervenes and they like put like a cover on top of the electrical box. So it's like a triangle. So like nothing can be like set on it. And at one point, he fucking destroys it. And it's back to being like piss bottles on it. And like you just see like the escalation of this is like so insane. But being like, I can't believe I'm watching a documentary about bottles of piss on the side of the road, on the side of a highway. But then you're like, I'm hooked because this is like a feud that's happening between many different parts of this. Like this is an expansive thing.
Right. It feels almost like it should be one of the episodes of The Neighbors.
Totally. Yes. It felt very like in that vein for sure. Yeah.
What the fuck? Now
Yeah.
I have more questions.
Yeah.
Because like, what are we, you know?
Right. Well, honestly, what are we? Like, I'm obsessed with you. I think you're obsessed with me. Like, I think something's happening here. I'm confused.
You know, the piss guy is like, I didn't expect this to.
Right. I'm just doing my weird thing. And you're like, your obsession with it is weirder than me doing my weird thing, actually.
Right. Okay. Damn it. Well, now I gotta look into this. Now I'm gonna enable both of these motherfuckers and their weird
Totally.
shenanigans.
Yeah.
I don't like the premise of this because I'm worried that I'm gonna stumble upon someone's something. But I do love the fact that humans are humans.
Totally. Yeah.
Because I like the idea that someone stumbled upon something and was like, hey, this is weird.
Yeah.
I should probably ask around. And then
Right.
it just got entangled into something.
Yeah. It's like a big conspiracy. It's like, what have I walked myself? What I like got myself into? What is this?
Someone accidentally stumbled into like a really mundane Area 51, and I really like that. Just
It's wild.
really real Looney Tunes shit.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, that's exactly it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay.
That's my truth. How are you doing, my friend?
I am here. We are in the midst of January that's happening right now, and I love it a lot.
Oh yeah.
Listen, okay, here's the thing. I know that I've had to have talked about this before. But you know what? I don't care because it's what actually is bringing me joy right now.
Yeah.
So I don't, and whatever you all are going to say and email about, I don't care. All right. I know I've done this. My happy thing right now is summer fruit. Okay.
Let's go. Absolutely.
I'm talking watermelon. I'm talking cherries. I'm talking the nectarine that I ate over my kitchen sink because it was a mess and it was good that way.
Totally.
I'm talking peaches, sometimes a plum, and get that fucking cantaloupe away from me. Don't even talk about it. I want
Not
none
today.
of it. That's not the melon that we respect in this house. But in season, fresh fruit is where I'm at right now. And I can feel it because sometimes I wake up and I crave it. And it's what is bringing me joy. Is it because of the world that we're living in right now really fucking expensive, even though it's in season and it shouldn't be? Yes. Am I still having what is equivalent of a toddler berry diet right now? And like a toddler berry budget? Yes. Because it's what I want and it is delicious and it's making me happy. So I'm gonna eat it while it's in season and it's delicious. And that's my truth.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Nothing hits like it. And it really makes you feel like a kid in a beautiful way.
It does make me feel like a kid.
And it's good shit.
It's just like, and listen, I don't know that I've ever liked the sensory experience of being like having sticky fingers from like eating fruit. However, that is an integral experience of eating fresh fruit that sometimes on the very rare occasion I respect and appreciate. So I think that it is there's something about it being like warm and having really refreshing, like hydrating fruit.
Yeah.
I know that there are some cultures where like the love language is like cutting up fruit and giving it to people, and I think that that's beautiful. So it's just where I'm at right now, is eating stuff that's not only like in season, but there's a lot of it that's local to my area that we produce still. Well, we can. And I'm gonna eat it, god damn it, because I love it.
As you should. Absolutely.
So that's what's making me happy right now, is I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
eat as many nectarines and cherries as I can.
Oh yeah.
So if I turn into a fruit, then so be it, damn it.
Would you still love me if I was a fruit?
It's just like, God, what was that fucking commercial when we were kids where I think it was like Gushers, where you would like turn into a fruit. That's
Oh,
just
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
imagining right now. That's just me. I'm a big ol' grape while we're recording this. We have two really
Hell yeah.
different pieces of current events right now. Do you want to start with our fashion corner?
Absolutely. Pew, 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 pew. We got a Case 2 fashion corner from W Magazine. Thank you so much. Folks, we got a good Chanel fit.
They're rare.
They're rare. It's this little like jumpsuit, but like shorts, tank top kind of vibe. And it's pretty cute. I'm liking it.
I like it, and I know that France has been like hot as fuck lately, because I know they're going through like a really bad heat wave because climate change. So
Yeah.
I know that this is not only good on Chanel because it looks good on her, but it also has to be really practical. Because just looking at Kristen in this, she looks hot, right? Like everyone looks hot in this.
Sure.
So I imagine that this is a practical decision as well as like a fashion decision that's happening.
Yeah.
So she looks
absolutely great. Yeah, it's giving like those swimsuits from like the 50s that are like the one piece, but like also kind of like shorts, you know?
100%.
Like it's giving very like I'm gonna be doing some water aerobics in a different time period, you know? Little sailor-esque.
It does look like that. You're so right. I also love that they're taking these photos right in front of this like snack table.
Yeah, a bunch of people in the back are getting like flashbang, and then you also have like a floating M&M.
These like peanut M&Ms in the back.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the
You know
peanut
what?
M&Ms look great, so good for them.
Yeah.
No, she looks great. She looks comfortable, and I know that at least like yesterday, I think it was like 104 in Paris. So I imagine that this is a very practical decision as well. So good on her. She looks great. I hope that everyone is staying cool as much as possible there. Because I'm shit knows that like their infrastructure is not set up for that. So here's the thing, folks. We often talk about how vampire literature and media is a recession indicator. We've been joking about it for like 10 years, right?
Yeah.
This news piece is one of the biggest recession indicators I've ever seen.
It's because it's a combination of several different recession indicators, right?
Yes.
Because you have the reuniting of Nina
people that
Dobrev
hate each
and
other.
Paul Wesley. You have people that hate each other. You also have one of the myriad of book to screen adaptations that for some reason have just a limitless amount of money to get greenlit and produced. It's just, and also you have Alex Cooper, right? Which
why is Alex Cooper
it's not a
there?
recession indicator, right? But like her involvement is signaling something sinister and deep and dark.
I have about 16 questions. So thank you, Nelly, for this piece from Deadline. And also this is telling about a lot of what I purchased. There are about 16 ginger ale ads on this Deadline piece.
Genuinely not incorrect. Like I'm sick so many.
There's so many ads on this. Here's the thing. I don't know this book. I don't know her. However,
Mhm.
this is very telling to me that somehow Alex Cooper is involved in this. Who I still,
Right.
not to Dakota Johnson this, but I still don't know who Alex Cooper is.
Sure.
I don't know her.
Yeah.
I think that's
And you
a
don't need
different
to is the
generation.
thing. You don't need to. Like, you're fine. You
Yeah,
can live a
I think
totally
I'm
normal
good.
life and not know that
Uh,
information.
But it is so telling to me that Nina and Paul are getting back together. And I know they don't hate each other now.
Yeah.
They were just seen at a basketball game together. But
Right.
why? Why, first of all, why are we doing adaptations of books that, no disrespect to the artist that made this cover, look like this?
Yeah.
But why are we bringing these two back together? Because it already tells me everything that I need to know that it's these two.
Right.
Yikes.
And
You
like
know?
very them to be like, we're gonna do like suburban murder mystery. Like, ooh, what if we're like they're trying to White Lotus it out here a little bit, but obviously this is not that, you know?
They're playing characters named Gwen and Scott.
Right.
All right.
So that's, you know.
Okay. I mean, are we going to probably watch it in like 2 years? Yeah.
Sure.
But like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
All right. It's probably going to be on fucking a network that we don't even, it's probably, you know what it's probably going to be on? It's like well, let me just read this. Okay. Yeah. Paramount. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So fine is my response. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Of course. Do we want them to get money? Yeah. But at what cost? Is fine. Okay. I know that we both wanted to rage quit after last week when we watched Best Served Cold. And we saw the title of this one, of Mommy Dearest, and it wasn't looking good. How did you feel about this week?
So the situation is incredibly dire still. I'm hitting the life alert button severely on this.
Yes.
It's just so funny. And I think also having the context that we found out last week of this being a way for Caroline's actor to be pregnant, whatever. Like, if, tomato, whatever. The logical leaps that they're making, and again, I understand the show is stupid and annoying and makes no sense most of the time. But, like, they are making so many logical leaps to make vampire pregnancy happen and make sense in a way that makes me feel crazy. Like, the way that, like, Rick talks to Caroline, and it's like, is that such a far stretch? Because, you might be dead, but you still breathe. And it's like, I can't believe this is a conversation that is happening in front of me as if I'm, like, 9 years old. What are we doing here? What are you trying to... Don't gaslight me into being like, this has never happened, but whatever. What? Enough. Just lean into it being silly. Whatever. If you're gonna do it, don't be like, well, actually, if you think about it, this makes sense. No, it doesn't, and that's fine. Don't tell me it makes sense. No.
Caroline
what are you talking about?
Says multiple times this episode, this is physically impossible. Like, from a biological standpoint, this does not make sense.
Right.
And there are multiple people in this episode that look at her like she has another set of eyes.
Yeah, for sure.
And it is really wild that, one, this is the first time that I can remember in this show that they really start to talk about how vampire bodies work in this way.
Right.
That Rick is saying, oh, well, yeah, you're dead, but like your heart still works. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, no, sure, if we're going to play in this space for your lore, I guess,
right.
But that's not, if you're dead, then no. Like,
right.
No, your heart does not work.
You are a professor of occult studies.
Right.
Rick. Like, I don't look me in the eyes and be like, well, I've never heard of it and it's never happened before, but surely it makes sense. No.
Your wife was a doctor. What are you saying that you're technically dead? but your heart still works.
What do you mean, bro? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And the fucking gotcha of Caroline taking a pregnancy test and it being negative, and also getting an ultrasound and not being able to see it, and it being like, oh, silly, you silly goose, you rapscallion,
You didn't say the magic words.
Of course you're not going to see the twins on the ultrasound because they cloaked. There's a cloaking spell. Duh. Cloaking spells also work on pregnancy tests. Obviously. Duh. They're not there. They're hidden. They're secret.
Meanwhile, this whole episode, she's doing the whole fucking Bella thing, right?
Yeah. She's vomiting crazy style. She's having a bad time.
Her head's twisting all over.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking in the mirror and touching her reproductive organs in front of Matt, who's like, hey, dog, can we focus up for a second?
Hey, right.
You're the one who I usually never have to worry about. Can you fucking lock in, actually? And they've got me worried, crazy style, that like this is going to happen in the matter of like 2 episodes, right?
Right.
And I'm very nervous that that's what's going to happen, right? But what?
Right, because also it's like
mean?
even.
No, it's just like, what do you? So all of a sudden, presumably yesterday, in the context of this show, she was fine. Caroline was chill, cool, nothing wrong. Even though in the show, weeks, months, the babies had been like, we choose you, Pikachu, right? But she was fine. And then now that we know this information a day later, now she's getting nausea. Now she is like looking at herself and maybe feeling something, even though the fetuses have cloaked themselves. Okay.
I just like the timing of this worries me because like is she as far along as Joe was far along? Like what has happened? Or is it accelerated now because they're in a new host body? Like what is this? Like I thought it was very funny.
Because that ultrasound did not look like they were
right.
I am not an ultrasound tech, but those looked like those didn't look like pistachio, like they some of those apps
like the little tiny
teeny. They always compare them to like food or whatever. Those looked more like babies than they did like embryos or whatever.
Right, they were far more baby shaped, which was concerning.
That was very concerning. Yeah.
And also very funny of the poor ultrasound tech being like, why the fuck did you come here? I'm not seeing shit. You don't have twins in here. It's just nothing. And being like, hey, how far along are you? And Rick being like, that's a great question. I could not tell you how to answer that. It's kind of it's a lot of weird circumstances. So and we'll figure it out.
The ultrasound tech being like, I'm going to give y'all some time alone because I don't know.
Right?
I don't know if you all were told something different. So I'm just going to slowly back out of this room.
I don't know what this dynamic is and also what this situation is, but it's none of my business. I'm still getting my fucking check, so whatever. Like, you do you.
I'm fully concerned. Like, I think that the ultrasound tech thought it was like a hysterical pregnancy. Like,
for sure.
Like in Glee. Like, I don't know what that ultrasound tech thought was happening, but I felt bad. It was very weird. Also, presumably that Valerie tried to do that to herself. Where were you trying to put that child?
Yeah.
Because like that, in Joe's circumstance, it was a little bit of like a slower, well, we don't know that for sure. But like in Valerie's circumstance with Julian, it didn't make sense to me that she was trying to do that.
Right.
Because she wouldn't have, I don't know. It just felt out of nowhere that she said that of like, oh, I was trying. Because like, where are you going to put that? Where are you going to put that fetus?
Where's that going to go?
You were on a ship, Queen. Were you just going to send that to anyone? I don't know. That just felt really random. but I guess it also was random for the coven to decide Caroline too. So maybe that,
Right. Yeah.
maybe they just pick someone. I don't know.
This
I don't
is
know.
so silly. This is
It
so silly.
is.
And
It
not in a
is.
fun way. It's silly in just a what are we doing way.
Yeah, not in a good silly like Damon eating Thanksgiving in front of his mom who's being tortured.
Okay. Also, sidebar. What exactly is a pre-Thanksgiving dinner?
Oh, you don't pregame?
Just like the pre-Thanksgiving party, as if it's like, oh, you know, Mystic Falls always has a fucking event for something, but it's like I'm not sure that pre-Thanksgiving is okay. Sure, I don't think it's a sanctioned holiday, I suppose, but
Some
y'all
people
can have
call
fun.
that Friendsgiving, but they couldn't call it
Sure.
Friendsgiving because they're not friends with their mom.
They're not friends with their mom even a little bit. No, it's actually a pretty tumultuous adversarial relationship.
No, that would have been enemies giving, and that's not as
Wait,
it doesn't go
yes.
as nice on the tongue.
They should have enemies giving. Absolutely. The fact that nobody thought of this is nuts to me.
Because that's what Enzo and Julian did. Enzo and
Totally.
Julian had enemies giving.
Yeah. So we're going to spar outside and in a literal duel. And that's how we're celebrating. That's enemies giving down.
So you carbo load first, you have some
Mhm.
stuffing, and then you have enemies giving where you just go duel out in the woods.
You know when you find a cursed sword in your car and you're like, I don't know what to do with this. I need to fuck this dude up for enemies giving.
Yeah. But it doesn't have the Phoenix Stone in it. You don't know that, but it doesn't work the way that you want it to.
The amount of things in this last little bit that is like, why are so many of these like cursed amulets or like powers or whatever like locked because you don't have the DLC? You know what I mean? Like there's just so many instances of that where it's like, oh no, you didn't like hit the right like combo pattern to actually get it working. So you just have like a cool sword, I guess, but like it doesn't actually do the thing you want to because you don't have the Phoenix Stone attached to it. You need to have it equipped, otherwise you're just got a cool sword.
Yeah.
Like, okay, sure. Like, sure.
Poor Enzo. He did try his best, though.
For sure. He put a good fight. Absolutely.
But Julian plays nasty style, and he threw dirt in Enzo's face.
Yes. He was playing a dirty game for sure.
Yeah.
He was fighting dirty.
I will say that I was glad. It took her a while, and that's no shade to Lily, because abuse is tough.
Yeah.
And you can't
of
tell
course.
someone, even though Stefan tried really hard. They have to come to it on their own terms. I'm glad that Lily finally got it this episode of
Yeah.
how much Julian and Giuseppe are one and the same.
Yeah.
And I will say I thought it was really funny that Lily said the quiet part out loud and was like, listen, you are trying to do this whole lecture about tolerating abuse while you drugged me. You have me tied up and are trying to tell me about all of these things.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, dog.
It's like this is kind of, it's hitting in a different way from in this situation.
Intervention is not going as well as you want it to. But sure.
Yeah, we got there at least. You know, we got the realization. We also got the truth nuke of like, oh, I was gonna take you boys away from him, but I got stopped. You know, and you know, obviously their relationship with their mother is incredibly highs and lows. But it's very funny to have like this one-sided beef of like, I can't believe this. Like she fucked us over so crazy style. Like she's so mean, and it's like, wait. What if she actually like tried her best to escape a bad situation? And now I kind of feel bad. Like now I kind of feel a little empathy. That's tough. I hate that. I don't want to think for as multifaceted.
And I think that that's something, I don't know, maybe it was an episode or two ago that we talked about that I appreciate about Lily's character is that she is, and the show struggles with this about making multifaceted characters, but they're doing really well with Lily is that she's a victim of abuse herself, and that often does happen where you become in those abusive situations lead to, because you're in survival mode, complicit of other aspects that are happening as well. And I think that they walked a really important line this episode of showcasing how she is not only currently, but in the past especially, was experiencing it herself, but was also complicit in not of like allowing that abuse to happen to her children as well. And you can see where her children as adults now hold a lot of resentment for the Damon having to fucking eat his best friend turkey, you know, like, and you know, getting cigar burns on it, you know, like while Lily she thought she was doing her best there. Sometimes your best is not enough. And I think that they did a really important job of showing that. Like, she was trying to get tickets and trying to get them out. And that got her, because, you know, she was trying to do her best. Giuseppe was an abusive shithead, right?
Right. Totally.
But that also meant that the Damon and Stefan still were suffering under an abusive father during that too.
For sure.
And I think that they were able to show those facets in an important way.
Yeah, totally. Because it's a hard needle to thread of how the complicitness in also being abused yourself, you know, and how does that kind of fuck everyone in a bad way, you know, and the ramifications of that is tough. Also, seeing baby Damon this episode, was pretty
Why
fun.
does he look? I mean, listen, that actor was very cute and very pretty. He looks straight up adopted from the rest of the family.
Like, who is this kid?
Because everyone else there had, and listen, Punnett squares are weird. Genetics are wild.
Sure.
But everyone else was like either dark haired except for young Stefan. And he's the only one with green eyes. So I'm like, hey, homie, what's going on?
Yeah.
Where is this coming from? But I thought the actor who was playing Giuseppe in that did a really good job of being so scary.
Really scary. And like scary in a dad way. That is like, oh, and especially like as a kid being like, oh God, like I feel, you know, betrayed, I guess, because of this turkey that I really kikied with and I really wanted and I don't want to eat. But that is what has been cooked and put in front of me and I have to eat it. And like this, like, don't be a pussy. This also like, you know, shame of, you know, wanting to be seen as strong in a man in front of your father, you know, but also having like an emotional connection to an animal and being like, help, mom, please. And she's like, you heard your dad, you know, do your thing.
God, and there was
like,
something Lily said in the present day during that moment where she was like, you had a filling, nutritious meal. And Damon was like, dog, that was my best friend.
Like, I had nobody out there and I fucked with that turkey heavy. You made me eat the turkey.
And that's, it's a really tough line to walk. And especially, I don't know, I think that there are a lot of families even now who like raise animals for that reason of like, you know, they have a kind relationship with them and they eat them for sustenance.
Sure. And honor the, you know,
and honor them that way, right? Like that is a way of showing respect to them.
Totally.
But that's also a really hard thing for kids to understand is like that cycle.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for child Damon to be like, I told all my secrets to this church. Like, that's my best friend. You know what I mean? Like, the concept of life and death is really hard. And also, having parents who are, you know, like, abusive and complicit to abuse can be true there as well.
Totally.
Which is tough. So
could you imagine if that during that dinner, like, Damon is like, oh my god, it's my only friend. This is so fucked up. And like baby Stefan is there, and it's like, bro, I'm
fuck
literally
me,
your
I guess.
brother. I can't fuck my drag. Like what? You fuck with this turkey more than me? I'm your literal brother.
I also thought the actor who played little Stefan was so cute. His cheeks were so big.
Oh
He was so cute.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cute. I also thought it was funny that Damon in that present day Damon in that moment had the audacity to try and be like, because Lily came in and was like, oh yeah, like Thanksgiving's a really good time for us to kind of like settle the score. And she referenced Thanksgiving because, again, she's from fucking 1903, right?
Yeah.
She was like, she said Pilgrims and Indians. And Damon, of all fucking people, was like, actually, we say Native Americans now. You, of all people.
Yeah. I did not expect you to become the woke police, but
you, the person
of all
who,
people.
of all people who fought on the side of the Confederacy is the person who's going to be the woke police now.
Right.
I'm not complaining about it. It's just very funny to me.
Like you're currently on the right side of history, but there was kind of really notable places and times where you were not. So let's not be all high and mighty in
Some
that
of which were
regard.
like 2 hours ago, Damon. Like,
yeah,
it's just so wild.
It's a real pick and choose.
It's just so, god damn. It's just, okay. Can I say, I
Please.
know that it's bound to happen because they're doing this with all the heretics. I'm going to be really sad when Bo dies because I don't think that Bo has done anything wrong. I just think that he was born into the wrong family of heretics.
Completely agree. Like, he's just doing what needs to be done, but like and if he was in any other circumstance, it would be like, he'd be a different vibe for sure.
I agree.
But he's just trapped in this prison of, mommy knows best, etc. Like in that way. And it's like, man, that sucks.
I think it's because it makes me sad that right now he's having to do some of Julian's dirty work, right? We still don't fully know. We can assume the context of what these people who are being compelled and are tapped IVs are, especially because Matt said that they were eating all that iron-rich food.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're being essentially harvested for their blood, right? I just think that Bo is in a shitty situation where he's being manipulated in the same way that up until the end of this episode, Lily was.
Mm-hmm.
Until I find out differently, I don't think that Bo is actually bad.
Yeah.
And I just want him to get out is all.
Yeah, free him. For real.
Because he seems not only cool, he also seems really powerful, and he also seems loyal. So I haven't seen anything to confirm that he's actually a bad person, unless we find out differently. So I just feel bad. What was I going to ask you? Oh, I wanted to see your thoughts about Enzo and Bonnie, because they're doing that thing again this episode.
They're side questing, they're doing they're investigating, they're going dumpster diving. Like, it's a whole key. I like them as friends. I'm sure they will be, obviously we know in the future that is not the case, but whatever. But I think that they are both people that, like, for some reason nobody's really fucking with in a wild way, because everyone has other things to think about or whatever. So I do like kind of the forced proximity of like, okay, I guess I rock with you. I guess we'll do like little side quests together, and that's fun, I guess.
There was a moment when they were in some random car graveyard, and for some reason they kept like pushing each other over this sword. Yeah. And I liked that Enzo was like, did I detect a little bit of worry from you? And she was like, you know what, actually, go drop dead. Go get into a sword fight with Julian. And I hope that you die. And I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, we know at some point that they do start to like suck each other's faces. But right now, I don't mind that it feels kind of like a forced
Mm.
kinship, and that they ended up at the new grill, the one on
Yeah.
campus where they're drinking together.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. There's a lot of weird things that are happening here, and I don't understand how this season continues if Caroline is with child. And also Valerie, because Caroline found out this episode about Valerie.
Yeah.
But also I thought that Valerie was being oddly like defensive of Caroline in a way that she didn't have to be.
Yeah, totally.
So I'm wondering if there is a way that Valerie starts, like, now that Lily is too, starts like plucking people off of Julian as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But their lives are still linked because we saw that binding spell. So I don't know what
that throws a wrench in kind of the whole thing of
whole thing.
We kind of can't kill Julian, huh? Without having really bad consequences.
Well, Damon was fine with it.
Well, sure. Right? Damon
didn't care.
Damon's getting vengeance for the turkey, okay? And that's what matters right now.
Damon was like, oh, I don't care. But I'll be curious to know what happens, how to like how do you unlink them in there? And if Lily actually changes, or if this is just a temporary, like doing this just to get rid of Julian kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, oh well. I don't know, man. I'm not sure in there. But it looks like next episode, we have Julian again. And it is episode 8, titled Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me. Oh, goody.
Brother.
Oh, fun. I can't wait. We have some amazing patrons to thank. Would you like to start us off?
Absolutely. Thank you to Lauren Cullen.
Ooh, thank you to Zoe Forbes.
Ooh, thank you to Vanessa Swan.
Ooh, thank you to Great Glautner.
Ooh, thank you to April Dobrev.
Ooh, thank you to Vivi Salvatore.
Ooh, thank you to Megan Pattinson.
Ooh, thank you to Katu Karp.
Ooh, thank you to Genevieve Morgan.
Ooh, thank you to Danielle Burke.
Ow, thank you to Janae Bennett.
Ooh, thank you to Rena Zeklos.
Ooh, thank you to Emily Ozera.
Ooh, and last but certainly not least, thank you to Jaylene Ivishkov.
Pew, pew, pew.
Now, it's been a while since I have found a fan fiction like this, but this is by the author Aria Brewer. It is titled Mysteries and Wonders, a one-shot collection. And this has perhaps all of the fandoms that you could imagine tagged underneath it, but I found it because I was obviously searching for the Vampire Diaries. But in addition to having the Vampire Diaries tagged, it has things like Lord of the Rings, Alice in Wonderland, Twilight series, Shrek, Chronicles of Narnia, and more of these fandoms tagged. So I was like, well, I obviously need to figure out what's going on here in this. So here's the summary. It says, a one-shot collection. Frodo Baggins and his newfound friends must explore treacherous terrain, battle ferocious monsters, and make it home in time for tea. It's sure to be an exciting thrill ride. A multiple crossover series inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. So I don't know how all of these fandoms could possibly collide. However, one of the additional tags says not written by AI. So
great. Love.
Automatically jumped up when I looked at it. But if you are curious about seeing characters such as Frodo Baggins, Iago from Aladdin, Puss in Boots from
For
Shrek.
sure.
Oh, and obviously Schmeagol.
Obviously, Schmeagol. Don't
who
forget
is tagged
Schmeagol.
on here. Then please read this for me and let me know how it goes, because I'm so fucking curious how this all ties together.
Okay.
I mean, that's a lot of, here's what I'll say, that's a lot of fandoms with stones, so I get it.
Yeah.
They all got some sort of ring or stone in there, so that makes sense to me.
I see the through line, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, friends, tell your friends about the show. Tell your family about the show. I'm gonna go watch this fucking piss documentary and see what's going on here, because now I'm curious.
Hell yeah.
And as we say here in the Pacific Northwest,
Get bit.
ooh.
Ow. You've been listening to Into the Twilight, an independent production by Earbud Media. You can support the show by subscribing to our Patreon at patreon.com/intothetwilight, or rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. You can send us a backstory or a fanfiction at intothetwilightshow@gmail.com. Our music is by Eli Krause, and our art is by Maddie Padilla. You can find me on Twitter at Cody Corral and Allie at Many Are the Stars. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Earbud Media Production. Earbud Media, audio for everyone.